नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, राम राम सा, खमाणी वणक्कम, प्रणाम। आप सभी को ऑल्टरनेट मीडिया में फिर से स्वागत है। मैं आपकी होस्ट गायत्री देवी। हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं पीवीआर नरसिम्हा राव पेरियाना। पिछले आई थिंक फ्रॉम 23 ऑनवर्ड्स, पहले तो 6 महीने तो पेरियाना हैड मेड मी चेज हिम बिफोर ही केम टू द सोशल मीडिया। आई इट ही रियली टुक हिज ओन टाइम स्टार्टिंग द डेवलपमेंट्स अराउंड द कंट्री, द कुंडलीज ऑफ द important people before he came for the first show. And I remember, I think in the second or third show only, we started doing West Bengal and Mamta Banerjee's chart. Four predictions, four times we have done shows on West Bengal. And every time, Perianna was very consistent. That 21 was her last CM post. She was, after that, she has exhausted her, क्या कहेंगे उसका, जो दान पुण्य कर्म जो किया था वो सब एग्जॉस्ट कर चुकी है वो 21 तक। और शी इज काइंड ऑफ लिविंग ऑन बोरोड लाइफ। तो 25 26 में उनका जाना तय था। And that is exactly what happened. And she is done and dusted, I would say. She would try to come back little bit here and there, violence jo wo kar rahi hai. But the shocker that has come is of Annamalai. So we'll be covering West Bengal and Tamil Nadu in today's podcast. Periana, very warm welcome on the show.
नमस्कार गायत्री जी।
नमस्ते पेरियाना। पेरियाना, वेस्ट बंगाल में वायलेंस बहुत चल रहा है। डू यू थिंक ममता बनर्जी विल बी एबल टू क्रिएट अ सिचुएशन जहाँ पे देयर बी ह्यूज ब्लडशेड?
My assessment is that Mamata Banerjee knows that she is staring at the end of her political career, and once she goes down, once a BJP government is formed in West Bengal, she's going to go down. Her party is going to split. She's going to lose control, and in my astrological assessment, she may even go to jail. There'll be a lot of court cases against her and her people. So she knows this. So she wants to avoid the inevitable. So she wants to create a lot of violence and somehow or the other try to escape it, but it's not going to happen. This is the end of her political career, and this time some people are worried that, like in 2021, the central government and Amit Shah ji may leave West Bengal to its own fate. But I'm very confident that this time they will finish the task. I did say in multiple videos that there will be a lot of violence before and particularly after the election, and this is likely to continue in the short term for a month or so, and in the long term for a couple of years. So the cleanup will continue for a couple of years, and in the first month, Amit Shah and the central government will handle this with iron fist. But the thing is, the cleanup will take a couple of years. There are a lot of anti-social elements which are very strong in West Bengal. So this is very similar to what happened when Yogi ji took over in Uttar Pradesh. The Jagil Raj has to be transformed so that Uttar Pradesh could be a prosperous, peaceful, and progressive state. And that took a couple of years. So same thing that we saw in late 2010s in Uttar Pradesh, we are going to see in West Bengal. And I'm very confident that the job will be done thoroughly by the central government and later on by the state government when the state government is installed. So my word to people who are excited by West Bengal victory but are worried about the future is, there is no way Mamata Banerjee is going to hang on to power. She is going, and there will be efforts at violence, and also there will be some cross-border elements, some international elements which will have a hand in which will have a finger in this violence. So there will be efforts to increase the violence, but it will be met with very strongly and sternly. So just hang in there, be patient, give a couple of years to the new government, and West Bengal will be on the same path that Uttar Pradesh was on.
So आपको लगता है the rise of Hindus, like we were seeing West Bengal deteriorating day by day, the renaissance or the reclaiming the Hindu history वो start हो जाएगा because one day 24 hours 5 million Kali Pujas were held after the victory of BJP. One day only.
Two things I can say about West Bengal. One is the heritage of West Bengal will be reclaimed. In terms of religion, Bengalis tend to go to extremes, whether it's communism or religion. They have the mentality to go to extremes. So they will embrace Sanatan Dharma. They will embrace their roots, whether it is Krishna Bhakti like in ISKCON or Prabhupada or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or Kali Bhakti like Ramakrishna Vivekananda, etc. They will basically embrace their heritage. and it will be even more extreme than we may have seen in some other states where BJP came to power. But this is secondary. The primary thing is West Bengal has languished under communist rule for decades, and Mamata Banerjee did not, after replacing communists, she did not change anything. And this is going to change big time. West Bengal is going to progress. But before you start financial prosperity, progress, economic progress, and financial prosperity, you have to clean up all the mess and create the right infrastructure. And this is going to take, like I said, this is going to take some time, and it will take a couple of years just to clean out the anti-social elements. But this will happen, and West Bengal will be a peaceful and prosperous state where Hindus are not going to be afraid, and Hindu Dharma is going to flourish in coming years.
So, Periana, what kind of cleaning are we looking at? Are we looking at कहते हैं ना कांटे से कांटा निकालना? तो violence response with violence or state heaviness? Bulldozer
State
action.
heaviness. There may be some violence also from, basically, like you said, kante ko kante se hatana. That kind of violence will also be sometimes tolerated and promoted. But more importantly, state will come down very heavily. There will be a lot of arrests, lot of prosecutions, and also a lot of encounters. Basically, whatever we saw in Uttar Pradesh in late 2010s, we are going to see a repeat of that in West Bengal. And without it, there's no hope for the state of West Bengal.
Sir, Periana, West Uttar Pradesh में तो criminals say please arrest me, don't do encounter. We would like to see that happening even in West Bengal.
It will happen, but not right away, because these are hardcore criminals who've been protected by the state for such a long time. And also in many places, the police force, the local forces are with them. So it will take a while to get to the state, but we will get to the same state. And Amit Shah ji he will install the right chief minister. And more than the chief minister, more than who the chief minister is, he or she will be surrounded by some really capable leaders. Just like at the center, we have Jaishankar ji, Amit Shah ji, Rajnath Singh ji, Ashwini Vaishnav ji. Like that, some really capable leaders are around Narendra Modi ji. Similarly, the new chief minister of West Bengal will be surrounded by a few, 3 or 4 really capable leaders who will increase the reputation of the government among masses, and they'll be very active in the media, social media. People will love them, and they will have a good reputation. And meanwhile, the chief minister and the police machinery, the home minister, they will work closely with the central government, and they will take a very stern approach in suppressing these antisocial elements, and also some of the cross-border influences that are strengthening them. They will basically be cutted. And like I said, don't expect miracles in a day. People should not expect that once a new government comes, all the underlying problems which are throughout the society, everywhere in West Bengal, they will be fixed in a day or in a week or a month. This is going to take a couple of months in my assessment. Based on long-term mundane charts of Bengal, a couple of years look very violent, but at the end of it, there will be right circumstances for West Bengal to take off in terms of economic prosperity.
So currently the violence is going to increase or it's going to be contained? And
It's
how
going
many
to increase.
years?
It's going to increase in the next few couple of weeks, and based on the mundane chart, short-term mundane charts, a month looks very critical. So this month of May, they should not let up, and they should approach very strictly. But after a month, things will be under control. But the long-term issues, some of these antisocial elements who are waiting to destabilize, who are waiting to cause problems, and who want to stop any progress, they will basically create problems, and that will be a long-term thing to solve, and that will take a couple of years. So there will be recurring incidents over a couple of years when all these elements will be contained. But in the short term, this will all be under control within 3-4 weeks.
And what about Mamata Banerjee? She's going to retire or jail? She'll spend some time in jail.
She will immediately, though, she will just lose, and she will be evicted, and the new chief minister will take over. After that, there will be rebellion within her own party, and her party will split, and some may join BJP and some may join other parties. So there'll be vacuum, and obviously there has to be a strong opposition to BJP, a number 2 party, and there'll be efforts to create that party, and that will happen over the next 2-3 years. Before the next election, an alternative will emerge, and it will not be Congress, it will not be communists, It will be another centrist party that is basically arising from TMC elements, and Mamata Banerjee will be nowhere near the center of that party. She will be irrelevant at that point of time. It will be some other leaders within TMC who will form that alternative, and Mamata Banerjee and some of the people who are close to her will be battling a lot of court cases, and some of them will be imprisoned. So all this jailing, etc., and some of the really terrible things that they have done will finally come out. And in general, there is a strong chance that Mamata Banerjee will be jailed. And in general, she's done. Her political career is done. 2021 election was her last win. And like I said, in 2021 itself, she could have gone down. Her good time was over in 2023, 2024. She could have actually been dismissed after that. She was living on borrowed time. But even if she survived those couple of years, there was no way she was going to survive this 2026 election. And there is zero chance that she will come back again. Because people may think that like Jayalalitha lost many elections in Tamil Nadu, but she lost one and then came back in the next election. So it was a cycle of win-loss, win-loss, win-loss. And that's not going to be the case with her. She's more like Mayawati. She will go down and stay down.
Stay down. Yeah. Coming to because yes, we want to see her in jail. I mean, my heart to say something else. I want to see her somewhere else, but obviously the law has to take its place. Coming to Annamalai Periyana, it's some lot of unexpected things have happened when it comes to Annamalai. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask me on social media, is Annamalai finished? Is he coming back? Is he going to rise again? What is the future holding for him? And people are very nervous. People love Annamalai, especially educated people, and they're very nervous. And I will say, I will put my reputation on. I'll basically gamble with my reputation here, and I will firmly say I'm 90 to 95% confident that Annamalai is not finished, and Annamalai's best is still ahead, and he's going to come back. And also, some people think that he's out of favor with the BJP leadership and they intentionally sidelined him. I don't buy that narrative. My assessment is that this was a calculated move that was mutually agreed on by Amit Shah ji, Annamalai, and all various stakeholders. And this was a calculated move to weaken AIDMK and ADMK and create a vacuum that BJP can fill later. And there is another popular opinion on social media. Some people say that, look at what Vijay did. He just came out of nowhere and he got so many seats. And Annamalai, he took BJP from 2% to 1.5 to 2% vote share in the previous election to something like 20% in 2024. So had they persisted with him and gone all in, maybe Annamalai would be in the position that Vijay is in now. That is definitely not the case. I'm a big fan of Annamalai. I love Annamalai. I love his chart. By the way, some politicians' charts we are not confident of, but in the case of Annamalai, I got the chart directly from extremely reliable sources. So I'm 100% confident that this chart is right. And also, it explains all his known past well. So I have reliable data, and his good time based on the dasha in the chart that shows career started in 2023. So it's overall a good time for him. But the Antardasha that is running, Antardasha is basically that of the 8th Lord in that chart. So this is an average time for him. This is not really within a great long-term period. This is a bad short-term period for him. And based on the Rashi chart, which shows your overall existence, he is still running a bad dasha. His good dasha is going to start in February 2027. So the current dasha is of the 12th Lord, who shows losses and compromises, etc. So in general, he has excellent future. I do firmly believe that he's going to become the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu one day. I also will not be surprised if he becomes Prime Minister of India one day, but his time is not here yet. It is, in a way, he started in 2023, but really is going to take off in 2027 February, and more so after 2027 June or July, because then in the Dasyamsa Dasha also the Antardasha will change. So basically, his best time hasn't come yet. So had BJP gone all in with Annamalai and contested separately, they wouldn't have won at all. They wouldn't be in the same position that Vijay is in. The situation would have been more complicated.
And DMK would have taken the lead.
DMK would have basically all the anti-incumbent sentiment that is out there. that would have been split between BJP, AIDMK, and Vijay, and DMK would have continued and they would have been strong. So the calculation is let BJP should take this election easy, not really do anything serious in this election, and side with AIDMK, and hope that Vijay, with his charisma, he can split some of the votes from DMK, because some of the pro-Christian votes will go to Vijay, some will go to DMK. So if he splits enough votes, there may be a three-way tie between ADMK, Vijay, and DMK. I'm not sure if BJP actually knew that Vijay would win, but the thing what they wanted, in my opinion, is they wanted a three-way tie between DMK, ADMK, and Vijay, and no clear winner and chaos. And whoever forms the government, it will be an unstable government, and they will not be able to accomplish much. And then going forward, now BJP says, okay, we are done with ADMK, and now start developing the cadre and make sure that recently a video surfaced in 2024. Annamalai said that there are two options for 2026. Either no party will clearly get a mandate and it will be chaos, or BJP will have good candidates for all the constituencies 500 days before the election, and they will go all in and BJP will actually win. So that was not possible for 2026. My expectation is they will ensure that will happen for the next election. I don't want to say 2031 because I do expect it a few years earlier, but whenever the next election is, they want to be in that position. So that is my assessment. And the other thing is, if Vijay comes now, he will be pro-Christian. So some Hindus are worried and upset about it, but the thing is, it's not a bad thing. In my opinion, Vijay should be allowed to form government. Vijay will finally form the government. Right now, there's a lot of chaos. Vijay doesn't have enough people to form the government, and there is even a talk that DMK and ADMK will combine to form a government. It is not in BJP's interest to either let DMK or ADMK form government. It is in their interest if Vijay forms the government. But the thing is, it is in their interest if the drama goes on and people are fed up with this drama. But in the end, when the next election comes, the governance will be poor, and some of the promises Vijay made will not be fulfillable. And also the anti-incumbency will be towards him at that time. But the thing is, the hawa that DMK and ADMK have, that has been, their balloons have burst basically. So there is no inevitability about DMK and ADMK. Secondly, out of those two parties, the stronger party is DMK. But DMK and Vijay are going to be direct competitors in the next elections when it comes to Christian vote, etc. So BJP, if they can consolidate Hindu vote and they can offer a pro-development platform, and they can field strong candidates, because it's not enough to win on Annamalai's name or Modi's name. They need strong candidates. So if they can grow the cadre and they can find strong candidates in all the constituencies by the next election, which I expect to be in the 29 time frame, 28, 29 time frame, and also that is a terrific period for Annamalai. So in general, my assessment is this is going to be a chaos in the next few days, but eventually Vijay will form government, but that government will be unstable, it will be shaky, and he will not be able to offer good governance. And counterintuitively, even though people may think that this is bad for Sanatan Dharma, bad for Hinduism, counterintuitively, this may actually be good for Sanatan Dharma and good for Hinduism, because this will revitalize the Hindu voices and it will make them fed up with, because he's going to continue what DMK did in a slightly more tactful way. He's going to be highly pro-Christian. So they can create that narrative by next election and create a clash between DMK and Vijay when it comes to splitting the Christian vote, etc. So overall, and one more thing, based on Annamalai's chart, this is a decent time for him from 2023, and 2027 February onwards, good time starts. 2027 June, July onwards, better time starts. And 28, 29 is really golden time period for him. So my assessment is that he will take over BJP again. He was sidelined so that they could make a deal with ADMK, and then he's not sullied with the deal. Whatever deal is made with ADMK for the electoral contest, Annamalai is free from that. He's not sullied by it. So this was just to protect him in my assessment. Another thing is his annual chart. If I see that June 2025 to June 2026 annual chart, it's an average chart for Annamalai. But if I see the June 2026 to June 2027 chart, which will start on his birthday on June 4th this year, it's a superb chart. It has excellent Rajogas, both in Rasi chart and the Samsa chart. So he's not going to be away from limelight. He's not going to be sidelined, etc. He will be back in a big way very soon, in a few weeks probably, definitely after his birthday. And the next year he's going to be in the limelight, and he's going to play, even though BJP doesn't have any seats, he will play the role of a responsible opposition. And more importantly, he will focus on building the cadre, and this is something he's really good at. Another thing is, some people think that there is some friction between Annamalai and Amit Shah ji. I don't buy that at all, because they both have the same lagna, both have same Kanja lagna, and their
And
moons
then
are.
Amit Shah is the one who brought Annamalai, and Modi and Amit Shah are the ones who brought Annamalai.
They brought him, but some people are speculating that they fell out and they want to sideline him. But I think I don't buy that at all, because Annamalai and Amit Shah have the same lagna, Kanja lagna. Their moons, Aries and Cancer, are in mutual kendras. In general, the synergy between their charts is very, very strong, and they are very likely to like each other, and they are likely to have the same wavelength of thinking. And just like Amit Shah ji, Devendra Fadnavis ji, Annamalai ji, all these are Kanja Lagna people. They are really smart people. They are very strategic people. They are not emotional idiots who just want to fight a war and just like film heroes do, just go into a Chakravyuh and get caught. They strategize and they do at the right time. So my strong assessment is Annamalai is not being sidelined. He is being protected right now in a game of chess. Basically, you're going to sacrifice some important pieces, so you are keeping your king safe. Basically, you are sacrificing your queen to win the game, so you protect your king so that he's not in danger. And once the gambit succeeds, the king will be active, basically. So that is what is happening, in my opinion. He will be back very soon, and he will work on cadre building. And they were 20% in the last election, but they will be much more in the coming election. And the election will be way before 2031, most likely 28, 29 time period. And I do expect that Annamalai will be the chief minister in that election.
So you expect next election, whenever the Tamil Nadu elections happen, he'll be the most important. But a lot of people are saying that he might be brought in center also, not
It
in
is
state
possible.
election.
That is also possible, but that may happen even earlier. In general, after 2027 February, and particularly even after 2026 June, basically the coming time is really good for him, and particularly after 2027 February, it is good for him. So he may play various roles. He may be in the central government to increase his stature, but he will actively be involved in building the cadre and energizing the BJP voter base and BJP cadres, and making sure that BJP has enough good candidates to field in the coming election. He is definitely not gone. One thing I can categorically say, like I said, I can put my reputation on the line. Annamalai is not finished. His bestie is still ahead, and is actually starting very soon. I did say in my annual predictions video on my channel that his real political career is going to start in the earnest this year, and I do mean it. After his birthday, the coming year is going to be very big year for him. So though he was BJP president in the past, and in 2024 election, he took BJP to 20% vote share. His real career is going to start in the earnest now, and is going to culminate him in being CM a few years down the road. So one thing I want to say, Gayatri ji, when I said in 2021, and also we said many times in the last few years on your show that Mamata Banerjee is going down, at that time it didn't seem possible, but it happened. Similarly, I feel the same way about Annamalai rising in the coming years.
Just one more thing. Do we have any other suitable candidate instead of Mamata Banerjee in Bengal, who might be able to replace her, like her nephew, Abhishek Banerjee?
See, I don't have any of those charts, but all I can say based on BJP chart and the mundane charts of Bengal is that in the next 3-4 years, there'll be a clear alternative to BJP emerging, and Mamata Banerjee will be nowhere near it. So I don't know if it will be Abhishek Banerjee or somebody else in TMC. And I will not be surprised if there are multiple factions. If TMC splits into 2 or 3 different factions, and one of them becomes dominant by the time of the next election, and it may or may not be Banerjee, but Abhishek Banerjee, but it will definitely not be Mamata Banerjee. She will be nowhere near power, either opposition or main party. She will be nowhere near power by the next election. She is basically gone. And as far as the CM is concerned, I don't know whether it will be Suvenduji, because he has the Suvendu Adhikari has the most adhikar, logically speaking. But I don't know what the BJP will do. But all I can say, based on mundane charts, is the CM will be strong and deal with violence and crime, the criminal syndicates within West Bengal with a firm hand. And more importantly, the CM will be surrounded by 3 or 4 really capable ministers who will bring good name to the government, and people will look at the government very favorably because of them.
Ji, ji. Thank you so much, Periana. But are we looking at a female chief minister or are we looking at a male chief
I have
minister?
no, I don't have a clear opinion. I don't have any insight into that.
थैंक यू सो मच पेरियाना फॉर ज्वाइनिंग. जाने से पहले सभी व्यूअर्स से रिक्वेस्ट है, प्लीज डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर द ऑल्टरनेट मीडिया. अगर आप कंट्रीब्यूट करना चाहते हैं तो नंबर और रुपये स्क्रीन के ऊपर. आप फीडबैक देना चाहते हैं, मुझसे जुड़ना चाहते हैं, सभी लिंक्स डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में. पेरियाना का यूट्यूब चैनल है, प्लीज लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड शेयर. आई विल शेयर द लिंक इन द description box or and also in the comment section. And he also has a website where he is teaching a lot of I would say good stuff like home, havan, and अभी पेरियाना ने बहुत अच्छा सेमिनार किया था how to do havan and
Two Hama workshops in Chicago and Phoenix.
yeah, he's just finished the workshop. So those who are interested, they can communicate to him via his email also. इसी के साथ जय हिंद, जय श्री राम, हर हर महादेव.
Jai Hind, Jai Shri Ram, Har Har Mahadev. Jai Ma Kali.
जय माँ काली.